Hello, and welcome to our Tech Tips channel. I'm Brenny Coomer, and Nick Williams is also here at a safe social distance.
Hello.
And we are going to show you a couple of tools today to help you with your e-learning lessons and then just lessons in the future. So the first tool we're going to show you is Jamboard.
Excellent. What does it do?
Jamboard is a Google tool, and it's really like a virtual drawing board or kind of like a smart board, but it's all based on your computer. Or you can use the app on your cell phone, a tablet, or an iPad. So it's kind of anywhere, anytime on the go.
And how do you get to it?
So there's a couple ways you can get there. The first way you can get there, the fast way, is if you have a tab open on Google Chrome and there's the little Google Apps menu here. I like to call it the waffle menu. You scroll a little bit further down, Jamboard is there, and you can access it from there. If you click it, it will open up Google Jamboard. The other way is just jamboard.google.com.
And it's available for all staff?
Staff and students. So this is something your students could use and create with, and it can also collaborate with you, and I'll show you a little bit more about that here in a second. So if I open up a sample Jamboard, we're going to start from scratch here. This is what it looks like in all of your buttons and tools are on the left-hand sidebar here. And you can change what type of writing utensil you have. So there's a pen, a marker, a highlighter, and a paintbrush. If you use the paintbrush, that is a little bit more of a see-through opacity. So it's more almost like a light highlighting color.
Watercolor.
Yes, watercolor.
Yes.
It's like you're painting a picture. Whereas some of the other ones are a little bit more intense with the color. So you do have limited color options, and they're all Google colors conveniently. Got to stick true to their brand. If you want to erase anything, there's an eraser as well. There's even more as we go further down. So if you have items on here that you've added, you can select and move them. You can add sticky notes.
So in terms of UDL, I think already kind of first glance at this is perfect for engagement because you can bring in lots of tools, but also representation makes presentations have lots of different options in terms of how someone can learn.
And it's good for interacting with your students too. If you want to add a little bit more of an interactive element to presentations when you are using them, and whether you're doing like a Google Hangout Meet, you want to add this on your screen, your students could be working on it real time, and you could all be collaborating and writing and sharing things while you're video conferencing with them, which is pretty cool. So I can add my sticky note there. I can change the color. I can move it around. This little 3-dot button is where I can edit, duplicate, or delete it. I can also add in pictures as well. So you can upload any that you have saved on your device, or I could do a Google image search. What should we add to this?
Dogs, puppies. There you go.
I like this little guy. Maybe. There he is. All right. You can move him around. There's also a laser pointer here too. So if you're in a video conference, you're in a presentation, it tracks where you're pointing, but it also kind of goes away. So it's not adding a permanent line.
So you could use something like Screencastify and have this up and present or create kind of a presentation that you can then upload.
Yeah. So you can create a presentation, save it, and then your students can watch it anytime, anywhere. And it's almost like they were there with you in class that day. If you also want to add different types of pictures too, maybe if I have a written document that I want to put on here so my students can interact with it virtually, I can save it to my Google Drive or on my device. I can upload it onto here. And it does take a second, but there it is. And now I can write, I can draw, I can highlight, I can add different content to it as well. And there's always undo button too, because that was not a very nice straight line.
And you can, how does the sharing work for Jamboard?
So sharing for Jamboard is really similar to all of the other G Suite tools. You have your blue share button here in the corner. And like other Google tools, if you click the sharing button, maybe. All right, so like other Google tools, if you press the share button, it brings up sharing options. So you can do a shareable link if you would like. You can share it with other people by typing in their names here, and they'll give them editing rights, or you can toggle that to can view. If I want to do link sharing with my students, I can change it here, and they can view, so that they can view or they can get editing rights. So it's similar to other G Suite, and it does save automatically. So there's no need to click like a save button or anything like that. It's very similar to other Google tools.
It just shows up in your drive then?
Yep.
Okay. Do students have access to this too, or is this just teacher only?
Yeah, all students have access as well. They can go and create their own Jamboards, their jams. That's what it calls them.
Okay.
It doesn't save it in a folder per se in your Google Drive, but you could go and make your own folder for Jamboard and then organize all of your jams in there. You also can add multiple frames, which is basically a slide on here for your students to write on. So this is how I can see other ones that I've added, and I can add more from here. I can delete, duplicate, do whatever I need to. I can change the background as well. And that is pretty much it. You can save it too. Make a copy.
Awesome.
All right. Have fun with Jamboard. Use it in your classroom. Share your ideas and sample Jamboards with us. We'd love to see them. Bye, everyone.